Alright guys, I am back and we are going to work on this. I'm sorry you didn't really get a video on Saturday. It's been a crazy little week for me. By the time I got home each evening, I was just exhausted, girl. I have not touched anything craft related all week, and it's kind of driving me crazy. So, we're going to do it now. So let me, before we get all crazy, and I'm not even going to show you the back sides of the ones I chose to use on the cover and the inside, because they're all adorable and it's breaking my heart that I don't have the other side to work with. All right, so I want, let's do 5.5 by 9, and that will give me what I want. So yeah, let's do 9 this way. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Like I said, it's been pretty crazy this week. Lots going on at work. I'm finally feeling like I'm getting ahead of the game a little bit. So that's, or I don't want to say ahead, I'm at least keeping up with some of it, so that will be good. Like I said, I'm not even going to show you the back because the backs are just as cute. So if we do that again, 9 by 5.5, or even 9 by like 5 3/4 should be okay. I'm gonna go just a tick over 5.5, and yeah. So that's for the inside covers. And I got some ideas for this piece left over, and I'll show you that in a minute. So I'm gonna put this in a scrap to be working with in a little bit. Oh yeah, that one needs to go there too. Okay, so I'm gonna ink this, and I'm using the walnut stain on this project because it's very late fall, late summer, early fall. So, and when I use the Fabri-Tac when I'm putting paper onto these covers, I don't know that it's absolutely necessary, but that is literally the glue I use, that I like to use. So, and then I usually use a ruler, or roller, not ruler, to kind of spread the glue. You can use a glue spreader too. Yeah, so I don't even know really what to talk about today. Other than I'm, like I said, at work, I'm starting to kind of feel like I'm fitting in. You know, the whole, you gotta go through the initiation type stuff, which nobody was unkind at all, but I think there's a whole lot of, they gotta get to know you and know, because I work with a bunch of guys, so and they're all a bunch of jokesters, and so it's just a matter of getting to know, you know, at what point am I gonna say uncle? Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you guys have ever worked with guys, but that's typically what it's all about, is they need to know how they can tease you. And yeah, they're all a very nice bunch of men. So let's do the insides. Does it cover the white? I guess I should have measured the white. Yep, it covers the white just right. Okay. think of anything else really new going on, and I just don't think there is, at least not. Ooh, get a little bit of a noise from the glue. I'm getting ready to film this next week's challenge videos, and I'm not quite done in the aspect of getting the prototypes done. Like, I know what I want to do, but I haven't even made the prototypes yet. That's how busy this week was. Normally I can kind of try to do like some prototyping and things like that, even if I don't have time to film, and this week, not so much. Yeah, so what else happened this week? Grace and I went out yesterday and watched, I mean, obviously she's not my blood niece or anything, but I think a lot of times, you know, the family we make outside of our family, sometimes, I don't want to say there's a stronger bond necessarily, but it's a different kind of bond, right? And I know a lot of you can, like, kind of feel the same, I guess, maybe. Watched her at fair and her little goatees. She did really well. It was one of those things where we want her to do really well, but she also is showing a steer and we want that one to go to sale. And so it's kind of one of those catch-22s, right? Like, you're really excited that she's doing really well with her goats, but we also want you to do good, but not too good. Right? I know, it's a weird conundrum, but yeah, so she did really well. She was very pleased with herself. So yeah, that was fun. It was entertaining, and I met up with some old friends and saw some people I hadn't seen in a year. So yeah, that was good. That was good for me. And I'm gonna be joining a local women's group, so I'm hoping that will be fun. I haven't always in the past had the best relationship with like other women, and I'm kind of trying to change that. Kind of hoping that women I meet locally are like you ladies, where you're just like nice and sweet, and yeah, so I mean, that's the hope. Okay, I'm gonna bring this fabric out because I think I would really like to use some of this somehow along with my laces, but it's also not going to rip the same either. So I've been trying to decide, like, what exactly do I want to do with the cover, because we do need fabric to like make it more stable, and this stuff is kind of like a polyester, so it's a little bit thin. I think some of it's just a bit, like a tad bit too busy. I mean, I like that, but I think it's a little too busy. I was actually thinking, what would happen if we did a wood grain? Would it distract from the tree? And I think it kind of does. Okay, so let's go back to the drawing board just a bit, and maybe go a little bit different way with like maybe some burlap. Okay, I'm kind of digging that. So cut a little bit of this. This is burlap that I got a long time ago from Walmart. I have no idea if you can still find it. I found it in the floral section, so whatever that is. And we don't want it a full piece, so one side's gonna be kind of finished and the other side not so much. So let's do to this point here. Okay. All right, so there's that for a minute. Now, what do we want to do with lace? Part of me wants to use, oh gosh, that was Jessie making that noise. I was like, what in the heck? Sorry, I'm just looking in my little lace here. I was actually thinking it might look kind of cute to do like a tad bit of, eyelet. Let's just see how that would look. Okay. I kind of like it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to cut an even amount for the other side. I think I'm going to keep this eyelet handy so that we can use it on decorations. Set that pin over there so I don't stick myself with it. And then I was actually thinking, I've got some of these other little flowers that I'm thinking of for the spine because they're soft, but I'm going to have to pause the video really quick to go get them. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, well, I didn't find what I was looking for. However, I did find some other things that I had totally forgotten that I have, and that I've always wanted to use, but never found like the project to use it. And oh my goodness, it kind of might work. All right, so I'm gonna glue this down so it's a commitment. I'm having issues making commitments today, apparently. Yeah, which seems to be a theme in my life right now. It's a long story, but anyways, yeah. Anyways, let's get these in here. And then, oh, gotta get that off the fingernail because I still have yet a week to go. My little gal is on vacation that does my nails, and so, yeah. Okay, so then I got these like on clearance years ago at Hobby Lobby. Come on, where's the end of you? Well, maybe I should have figured that out before I went on camera too, huh? I don't feel a pin either, so I must have tucked it somewhere. Anywho, how ridiculous is this? Anyways, I guess we're just unwrapping the, there we go. So then I was thinking, I haven't gotten to use these cute little bunny things yet either. So I'm thinking this, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it because I'm gonna commit to it. Okay, so I'm thinking kind of, I don't know if you can envision it. I might just need to put it down and quit lollygagging and do something like that. Do I like that? Or if we don't use this ruffle, we could use ruffles on the pages, right? What if we use this little vintage oranges? Overlapped it that way. Is it too much for the cover? I think that it is. It just is like, wow, look at me, which isn't normally an issue, but right now it might be. And then I was wondering maybe this vintage stuff might put a nice little delicate touch to it, which is kind of the thing. I like that enough to do that. I don't know, guys. I'm not crazy in love with it. So, again, I'm having commitment issues, so let's at least get this part down because we know that we want that. I'm gonna bend it here and see where I can line it up. Or maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's like the whole, I'm so tied into using the eyelet. What if I don't use the eyelet? Maybe I've got some of this blue lace left, so we can kind of tie in the pocket. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it anyways because this is a color I plan to use anyways in the journal. So even if we're off just a little bit, put that on the spine, and then a little bit of color over there. My problem with it is there's not a ton of orange over here, and so I kind of feel like the orange is just a bit too much. Does that make any sense? So let's maybe, we're just playing at the moment, right? Wait a minute, hold on. So I liked the green a little bit, but let's see what this looks like. Okay, now I feel like I need something really small right there. Like small. This might not be small enough. Because I also want to pull the baby blue in. Do you like that? See, because I do want some cream. Maybe the blue is a little bit too much. Let's try a cream. Oh, I'll have to be careful. Looks like that's pretty much the end of that. So if we do this, does that give it enough variation? And then we could, let's just see. A lot of times, guys, it's just a trick of layering, right? Like that, because we're not going to see the brown though. So what if we just trade and maybe do this underneath? And there's also we're doing too much, right? All right. When in doubt, you just go for it, right? Because I really like this brown. And I think I got this from Emily at Junk Journal Inspirations. She either sent it to me or I bought it from her, or I don't honestly remember. I would probably hazard a guess that she sent it to me in Happy Mail. That would be my guess. Now what I'm going to do is I'm leaving some options open. So this is always something you can do. Is I'm just going to put one line down the seam, okay? And you saw how I didn't glue these down yet. I want to get this centered. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, on camera, do it very well. But I want these pieces centered as best as I can. Okay. Oh, that wasn't very good, was it? And I know you're not really going to be able to see a ton of those unless we do an invisible mounting like we did a couple of videos ago, right? In which we could do that. That's food for thought. Okay. Yeah, see, this is kind of throwing me off a little bit. That's right. You don't have to be perfect, right? That's why they call them junk journals. Okay. Because I'm off a little bit here because I didn't want to cover it up and I wasn't really paying attention. So it's over a little bit further than I wanted it to be, but it's okay. All right, now we still can do blue. See, by not gluing it all the way down, we can still start to layer a bit, right? Too much. All right, I've got to pause again because I've got some really, really thin, like white and cream. I'm gonna see if I've got something to pull it in with that. All right, be right back. Bye, George. I think I finally figured it out. Sorry, you're wiggly a little bit there, but yeah, so always play around because you just never know what you find. So this is what we're gonna do. This is what I like the best. So. And that's why a lot of times you see me not glue it all the way down, like first, right? I know we kind of discussed that a second ago, but that way I can always make changes if I like, or add or subtract if it's not all the way glued down. Oh, I can't really subtract this, but you get what I'm trying to say. way our burlap's showing, right? We didn't cover that. We didn't cover our really cute little, I have no idea what it's called. You ladies will have to, it's like a, what do they call it? Whatever this stuff is. The fabric-y ribbon stuff. It looks cockeyed, but it's really, really not. I mean, it kind of is, but it's about as even as I can make it after putting the burlap on a little crazy. Okay. And I think we're only gonna have time for me to finish this little portion of this up because we're running out of time on the video. Those of you that are new won't know this, but where I live is in a rural area, and while I have decent internet, I don't have the best internet. And so if I go longer than 30 minutes on a video, it takes absolutely forever to upload. Then sometimes I either have to delete the video, reload it. I mean, not completely delete it, but delete it enough to where I can then try to reload it. Sometimes I have to load in town. It's a bit nuts, but hey, it's the trade-off, isn't it? Okay, and I don't really like how much glue I got right there, so I'm gonna try to kind of ease it off. Okay. And I got, just so most of you know, I do get a lot of my stuff at Hobby Lobby on clearance. This is where this little pack came from as well. And I got it so many years ago, I doubt that you can kind of find it, but go look. I got this one, I remember specifically, I got this one in the, kind of by the scrapbooking section. They'll have like the Prima flowers and that sort of thing. It's down relatively the same aisle. Okay, and I should have burnished those and I did not. So I have to do that off camera a little bit. And by burnish, I just mean kind of melt those in so it doesn't keep fraying. Or put some fray check on it, which I'll have to find my fray check. It's somewhere in this general vicinity. But now that I have absolutely destroyed this area with different ideas of stuff, yeah, I'm gonna have to go put some stuff away. I had a bit of a snack earlier because I hadn't really eaten today because I ended up having to go to work, and when I got home I was famished, so I had a turkey sandwich and a thing of grapes, and then when I was at the store before I came home, I got this stuff from Safeway. I don't know if any of you guys have Safeways in your area, but I got this, it's mozzarella, it's called smoked mozzarella and basil noodle thing. Holy moly. Not gonna lie, it's one of my favorite little things. So it's basically noodles. Oh, penne, it's, what is it called? Smoked mozzarella penne. And it's got like spinach and some basil in it. It's good stuff. So I had a couple of bites of that. So I'm kind of fighting the spinach and the basil at the moment. I'm gonna have to move that out. It just doesn't want to line up very well, does it? That's another reason why I attach a lot of this stuff on the covers with Fabri-Tac. You'll probably see that a lot, is so that I have room to negotiate where I want things. Okay. Now, I'm not even going to fold this up. I'm going to let it dry. And then when we come back in the next video, we're going to work on the inside cover. I'm going to be doing some pockets with the extra paper, this paper here. So yeah, stay tuned. It will be in the next one. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll just talk to you soon. Bye.